In the meantime, let's go back to New York City. Want to get some updates on the case that is unfolding there regarding Sean Diddy Combs.
The judge has denied bail for Sean Diddy Combs. Of course, this was the hip-hop mogul's latest bid for freedom as he remains in federal jail for his racketeering and sex trafficking.
Once the king of red carpets and a symbol of success, Diddy Combs now finds himself facing the fight of his life, confined within the cold, oppressive walls of a crumbling detention center. Known for his fame, fortune, and dominance in the music industry, Diddy is now caught in a storm so dark and bewildering that even his most loyal supporters struggle to comprehend how he ended up in this position. Gone are the days of private jets, lavish parties, and designer suits, replaced by an unsettling reality marked by relentless whispers of conspiracy and a growing fear of being trapped in a system bent on tearing him down.
And, it brings into context our whole system of innocent until proven guilty. Why is he not being given bond? We can debate that all day long. Of all people that's unlikely to flee or get away, he's got the resources to flee, but he's so recognizable. And isn't he innocent until proven guilty? Well, yeah, but, we have to recognize there are degrees of innocent until proven guilty.
Diddy's incarceration at the Metropolitan Detention Center, MDC, in Brooklyn, a facility infamous for its harsh conditions, has sent shockwaves through the world. The once vibrant mogul, renowned for his charismatic presence and larger-than-life persona, now appears gaunt, pale, and utterly defeated. Reports from inside paint a chilling portrait of a man who once seemed invincible, now reduced to a shadow of his former self. Observers at his recent court appearances have remarked on how drastically he's changed, astonishingly thinner and barely recognizable, a stark contrast to the dynamic figure he was just months ago. As one journalist put it, the man who once flaunted a lavish lifestyle now looks emaciated, which comes as no surprise given the brutal conditions he's enduring in the federal detention center. The MDC, often described by inmates as hell on earth, is plagued by overcrowding, understaffing, and deteriorating facilities that make daily life unbearable. Inmates endure freezing temperatures in winter, stifling heat in summer, and unsanitary living conditions that would break even the toughest spirits. For someone like Diddy, who had been accustomed to mansions and luxury accommodations, the transition must be nothing short of brutal, as he faces a grim reality in a system designed to strip away every comfort.
The judge wants to wake up and read the headlines the next day. Oh, they treated this guy special and they gave him bond, and now he's gone and he fled from justice. So that's what's in the back of most judges' minds. On the other hand, we deal with cases where clients have significant funds sometimes. Sometimes where there's money, you can craft a unique solution. Years ago, it was the ankle bracelet, the ankle monitor.
The harsh conditions at the Metropolitan Detention Center, MDC, are taking a heavy toll on Diddy, but it's not just the environment. Rumors within the prison suggest that he may be deliberately targeted. Some claim that his food is being tampered with, leading to reports that he's been refusing the meals provided and instead surviving on commissary snacks, an unsettling contrast to the gourmet meals he once enjoyed. A prison consultant speculated that Diddy's fears might not be without reason, suggesting that powerful enemies on the outside could exert influence within the prison walls. Imagine if someone out there wanted to send a message, the consultant mused. They wouldn't need to break in. They just need to find the right person on the inside. Compounding the danger is Diddy's high-profile status, which not only makes him a target for potential enemies, but also for those seeking to make an example of him. Being a celebrity behind bars presents unique challenges, with guards, inmates, and even staff members reportedly showing an unusual interest in his presence. Some are said to be going out of their way to make his life more difficult, while others are allegedly leaking details of his struggles to the media, feeding the public's insatiable appetite for drama surrounding his fall from grace.
To me that with all the money he has and all the resources he has, they couldn't craft some solution that lets him be under some form of house arrest. And again, it sounds like special treatment, but the truth of the matter is, to incarcerate somebody like him is expensive to all of us. We're taxpayers, and he's got to have unique situations. You can't put him in general population where everyone wants a piece of him and everyone wants to be his friend.
The toll on Diddy isn't just physical. There's a significant psychological strain as well. Sources inside the prison describe him as becoming increasingly paranoid, with the confident persona he once exuded replaced by constant anxiety. He reportedly spends most of his time isolated, avoiding interactions with other inmates whenever possible. Who could blame him? The walls of the detention center seem to close in tighter each day, and the whispers of betrayal and impending danger only intensify, adding to the mounting pressure he faces in such a grim environment.
Anything's possible, right? But now this judge has an even harder time, I think, because the past judge locked him up, didn't let him out, and he's still there available for trial. If the new judge lets him out on bond and something goes wrong, and this isn't the analysis that I'm proud to make, right? We shouldn't be saying, well, judges are worried about their own skin and how they look if something bad happens.
Despite desperate attempts to secure bail, Diddy remains trapped in what he has described to his legal team as an unlivable situation. His lawyers have fought relentlessly to secure his release, arguing that the conditions at the detention center are unsuitable for anyone, especially someone preparing for a high-stakes trial. However, judges have repeatedly denied bail, citing concerns that allowing Diddy to return to his luxurious Miami mansion could lead to potential interference with witnesses.
Everything. They're going to try to transfer him. They're going to try to get him out. In a normal case where it's a high-profile person or a well-funded person, the prosecution and the judge is a little bit more concerned about wrongful prosecution because people that are mad that they're being arrested for a crime they didn't commit can turn around and file for malicious prosecution.
The desperation in Diddy's legal maneuvers is palpable. His team has reportedly explored every possible avenue, from appealing directly to the Bureau of Prisons to requesting transfers to other facilities, yet every effort has been met with resistance. Some speculate that his inability to secure a transfer could be part of a larger, more sinister plan to keep him vulnerable and isolated. Meanwhile, outside the prison walls, reactions to Diddy's fall from grace have been mixed. For years, he was a polarizing figure, hailed as a genius by some, criticized as ruthless by others. Now, as he faces the consequences of his alleged actions, his critics are seizing the opportunity to revel in his downfall. Whispers of schadenfreude circulate among those who claim to have been wronged by him in the past. He's finally getting what he deserves, one anonymous source reportedly said, their tone suggesting a long-awaited sense of justice.
He will be sued, and I say will be because nothing has been filed yet, by at least 120 people in the next 30 days.
While some celebrate Diddy's downfall, others can't help but feel a deep sense of pity. This is not just the story of a fallen star, but a cautionary tale about the dangers of power and the fragility of human dignity. Watching Diddy waste away in a detention center notorious for its inhumane conditions has left many questioning whether the punishment truly fits the crime. How much suffering is enough to meet the demands of justice? And at what point does accountability cross into cruelty? As the days turn into weeks, Diddy's situation only grows more dire. Reports suggest that he is losing weight at an alarming rate, his once muscular frame now a frail shadow of its former self. Observers at his court appearances have noted that his clothes hang loosely on his body, a stark contrast to the tailored suits he once wore with pride. His face, once full of life, now appears hollow and gaunt, his eyes sunken, filled with a haunting mixture of fear and resignation, a grim portrait of his descent.
Every jail is bad. Some jails are worse than others. And the problem, again, is if you move him, why is he getting special treatment? And maybe he's earned special treatment. Maybe what he's done, maybe he's given so much back to his fans, to the world, and to charity that maybe there's a way that it plays out again. But again, to go into court and say this jail is bad, move him to another.
Diddy's health has become an increasing concern. While his legal team insists that he remains mentally sharp and focused on his defense, many question whether he is truly fit to withstand the pressures of his upcoming trial. The stress of his situation, coupled with the physical toll of his imprisonment, has left many wondering how long he can endure before something gives. Despite the overwhelming odds stacked against him, Diddy remains a figure of fascination. The world watches with bated breath, eager to see how his story will unfold. Will he emerge from this ordeal stronger, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, or will he become another cautionary tale, a reminder that even the most powerful can fall?
Wait, they can't move in the general population. Would he be at risk? Sure, he'd be at risk. There's so many people that have nothing to lose, right? They're going to be in jail the rest of their life. They got nothing to. They want their 15 minutes of fame. They were friends with Diddy, or they hurt Diddy, or they did, or they did. I mean, there's so many, people in jail that this would be their moment. You can't put them there. Plus,
the whispers of conspiracy surrounding Diddy are growing louder, and one thing is becoming clear: his story is far from over. In fact, it's only just beginning. Behind the scenes, forces are at play that could change everything. Secrets are being kept, alliances are being tested, and the stakes have never been higher. In a world where power and influence dominate, the line between truth and fiction is often blurred, and the real story may be vastly different from what we've been told. What if Diddy's downfall isn't simply the result of his alleged misdeeds? What if something deeper, something far more sinister, is at play? The whispers of conspiracy have intensified in recent weeks, painting an unsettling picture of a man who may not just be fighting for his freedom, but for his very life. Could it be that Diddy is the victim of a betrayal so calculated and ruthless that it has left him ensnared in a web of powerful forces pulling the strings from behind the scenes? As the mystery deepens, even his most loyal fans are left questioning everything, wondering just how much of Diddy's story is still hidden.
I'm here today just to tell the truth, so hopefully we can get down to the bottom of this. I'm 100%, the charges against me are 100% false, and hopefully due to time, we'll start to...
Behind every great empire is a network of protectors, individuals who operate in the shadows, ensuring the powerful remain at the top. For years, Diddy appeared untouchable. He built his fortune on his own terms, mastering the art of reinvention and silencing critics with an overwhelming display of success. However, rumors suggest that his rise to fame may not have been entirely self-made. Speculation has emerged that influential figures, often described as untouchable elites, played a significant role in keeping him at the top. These powerful individuals allegedly shielded Diddy from the consequences of various controversies throughout his career, whether legal troubles, financial missteps, or personal scandals. No matter the challenge, he always seemed to emerge unscathed, his reputation intact. But what happens when those very protectors decide it's time for you to fall? Some insiders believe Diddy's current predicament is the result of a calculated betrayal by these unseen forces. The theory suggests that Diddy has long held powerful, damaging secrets that could bring down more than just his empire. For years, he played along, keeping these secrets buried in exchange for their protection. But something changed. Perhaps he stepped out of line, or maybe he became a liability. Whatever the reason, those who once shielded him are now allegedly orchestrating his downfall.